What's going on, guys? It's Sherwin and welcome to my first video on this channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Aolong V2, which has been my main for about 2.5 months now. And yes, I know this is a pretty old cube. It is about 1.5 years old, but it's still a pretty good cube in my opinion, since people still use it. And the reason why people still use this is it's really reliable. Like, you can get really consistent times with it, and it's pretty easy to control. And most recent cubes like the Aolong GTS and the Gans 356 Air, I really don't like those cubes as much, but the exception for a quick exception for the Gans, since that is what it's supposed to be, fast cubes. I know like people like fast cubes, but there's something about slower and more controllable cubes that I really like. It's like this thing is really hard to lock up unless you have like layers misaligned like that, but corner cutting is pretty adequate. It's about 3/4 of a piece reverse and about 1 3/4 of a piece forward. Like if you try to go too pretty, it can corner cut sometimes, but mostly you just go into reverse. And yeah, on pretty medium tensions, I lubed it with some Maru on the tracks of the pieces, and yeah, it's pretty fast, and yet it still it still has its original stability and its control, which is something I really like. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna let you guys see a few solves, which so you guys can know what I think about this cube. I'm gonna commentate through these solves as I do it. So I'm gonna do the scramble. I am using CS timer with inspection, so I'll leave the link to the website down below. Okay, you guys wondering, I am a sub 40 solver. I'm not the fastest solver, but I do know what am I doing. But I am just starting out in queuing, so let's start inspection. You guys know I am not the most reliable solver in F2O, but it's just me. And I do Tulip PL. Oh fudge! I just effed up. Okay. And I do use beginner method for the PL stage. Okay, that solve wasn't my best, as you can probably know, and that was 38 seconds and 0.31. The Aolong V2, it's not the fastest cube as I already said, but it's really variable, and as you guys can probably hear, it sounds pretty not some like blocky like a Aolong, and it's not quite like a Gans cube, but it's not the most noisiest cube in the world. I'm gonna start inspection, and yeah, there's something I already go back to. It's just really hard to explain what's the feeling of using this cube. Okay, what am I doing? If you guys have any tips on how to improve F2O, please leave a comment down below. I will happily read those comments. Oh shit, what am I doing? I just realized I just inserted a pair wrong. I just effed up. Okay, this is not going well so far. I'm gonna get this again. Okay, that also wasn't my best. Obviously, I effed up on the last PR layer. Anyways, as you guys see me solve, you probably know that I'm a pretty aggressive turner of the cube. I am not the best solver, obviously, but what I think about this cube is it's really something that you will like. Nonetheless, it's a cube that's it really is pretty iconic in my opinion. The Aolong V1 was one of the best cubes of its time in my opinion, even though it has those like corner twist issues. I mean, this cube does still corner twist, but it doesn't corner twist as much as the V1. Obviously, this is one of the main reasons why it has been released. So I'm gonna let you guys see the internals of the cube. I'm gonna take this apart. You guys can't see, but the pieces, the corner has a dip in the middle, which I believe is to decrease traction. You guys can't see that, but anyway, there's the torpedo, but it really does only work when you have like semi-tight tensions, which I have it on right now. Loose tensions just make this cube pop when you try to reverse corner cut more than a QE, and you're trying like when you just spamming TPS on last layer. And when I have on medium tension, it is a bit uncontrollable for me, but that's just for me. And on semi-tight tensions, it still corner cuts pretty well, as you guys can probably see. It does require a bit of effort though, but that's how the way it is. But if you want to increase corner cutting when you're on tight tensions, I recommend you put a drop of maru in the cube, which don't put too much, just put a bit. Just work it in and then let it dry about 6 minutes, 5 minutes like that, and then the corner cutting will be much easier to do 45, which is something I did, and now it's pretty easy to control. Yeah, the feel of this cube, it's scratchy, which is it's Moyu. It's a bit scratchy out of the box, obviously, and when I first unboxed this cube, it was pretty scratchy and it was really dry, which is something I had to not care about it for a while, since I had to break it in. So I did about 200 solves before I looped it with some maru, and I didn't loop the core though, since I already like the speed, even though there's some spring noise, which is pretty annoying. But anyhow, it's way faster than it used to be out of the box. The tensions out of the box were really loose, which caused a lot of popping, which I didn't like. But moves like M slices are really nice, but not as nice as current cubes now. M slices are pretty nice, and like outer layers are really nice. Corner cutting on 2 layers is adequate enough that you don't need to do anything much about it, since you don't really need to do R-wide moves that much in algorithms for 3x3. But it is a good thing to have corner cutting on that stage though. But anyhow, sticker shades are pretty decent. They're Moyu, just the standard Moyu shade. They're gonna do checkerboard pattern. This is yellow and white. This is red and yellow, and this is green and blue. You probably can't tell the difference between me on the cube, since I am using a webcam to record this video. But in reality, it does contrast really well, even though if it has something like a slightly yellowish hue, kind of like the white and yellow will be mixed up a bit, and the red and orange will be mixed up also. But that's mostly because of the lighting. But if you want to change the stickers down below of the cube, I'll have the cube goes link down below for you guys to make it easier for you guys. But anyhow, conclusion on this cube. Sticker shades are pretty nice, pretty reliable. The turning speed is adequate. The corner cutting is adequate, as I already said. The controllability of this cube is above average, considering that most cubes these days isn't that stable. Exceptions: Gans 356 Air and the Gogon Ratio. Those 2 cubes are only the stable cubes I know on the market right now. Anyway, yeah, rating out of 10, I'll rate this cube 8.5. If I was reviewing this cube last year, I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10, since there wasn't not much cubes were competing against this cube back then. And yeah, the reason I give 8.5, 1, no scrub corners. It does corner test, but that could be a positive thing for you. It is a negative / positive for me, since I don't really like scrub corners, but it does prevent corner twist though. And the stability on looser tensions is pretty mediocre in my opinion. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like it, dislike it. Leave a comment down below. I know I am not the fastest solver, but I am trying to improve my time. So yeah, leave a comment down there. Help me improve on my F2L or my PLL. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace.